It's Wednesday, April 23rd. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-Minute Fix. Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix, where we take stories about pretty much anything from pretty much anywhere and try to give it to you in 5 minutes or less today. We got a little burglary situation that seems like something out of a movie or even a mission out of GTA 5. It appears that a jewelry store in LA was robbed via tunneling through the wall of the vacant next door store. Millions in merchandise taken by burglars who tunneled through concrete into LA jewelry store. Burglars tunneled through a concrete wall to gain access to a Los Angeles jewelry store, making off with at least $10 million worth of watches, pendants, gold chains, and other merchandise, police said. The heist happened around 9:30 p.m. Sunday at Love Jewels on Broadway in the heart of downtown's jewelry district, according to Officer David Heuer with the LA Police Department. Investigators were reviewing security camera footage that shows the suspects entering the store from a large hole they drilled from the property next door, he said. Quote, they tunneled through multiple levels of concrete into the target location, Heuer said Tuesday. An unknown number of suspects fled through the same hole and drove off in a late model Chevy truck, he said. The heist wasn't discovered until store employees arrived for work Monday morning. Initial estimates are that $10 million worth of merchandise was stolen, Heuer said, adding that the number could change. The owner told the Associated Press the loss was around $20 million and that they did not have insurance. Oh shit. No alarms went off and the feed to their in-store security cameras were cut. Okay, right off the top, I'm thinking this is an inside job, just a little bit of an inside job. They probably got information from somebody who works at the store, offered them a little bit of a cut maybe, I think. But also the fact that they did not have insurance. Okay. Also, the fact that their camera feeds didn't pick up anything, or sorry, the camera feeds were cut. You gotta have backup, get some redundancy, especially if you got $20 million worth of stuff in your store, no insurance. You like, how do you operate a jewelry store like that? Let's take a look.
Vacant next door store front leads to millions of dollars gone in an instant. That's the reality for the owners of a family-owned business after thieves break in and steal from a jewelry store in downtown LA. Let's go now live
crazy.
Downtown
This
LA,
is crazy.
Fox 11's Ed Lascos has
Ed,
more on this brazen heist.
What's
Ed.
happening, Ed? Got the AirPods on.
Susan, LAPD is handling all of this. One of the biggest jewelry heists in the history of LA's famed jewelry district.
And let's not forget, last year, there was a $30 million robbery. I think it was at a bank in the LA region as well. So, you know, times are tough out in LA. People are, you know, looking to the movies perhaps and finding ways to break into these places to make some money.
Millions of dollars worth of diamonds, diamond necklaces, diamond bracelets gone just like that in this elaborate heist. To the video we go, check it. Look at the huge gaping hole in the side of that big safe. This the 500 block hole. Broadway Love Jewel store is the target of this hit. But as Susan mentioned, it was the vacant building right next door they used to get in. They used that for cover. The jewelry thieves go in there and they start cutting their way through to the...
I would like to know, did they lease that area specifically because it was right beside the jewelry store? Do you think that was purposeful? Or did they just break into that vacant space?
The wall, 3-foot thick, reinforced brick wall.
Damn.
Through that, tunnel their
What
way
did they
inside
use?
the jewelry store and clean out not one but two big safes. And when they get in there, they clip the wires so there's no security video. But before they do that, you can actually hear them cutting their way through the wall in that security video. Listen.
Oh.
I'd say upwards of 20 million.
20.
Okay. Hold on. How do you not have some sort of security system with audible or vibration tripping sensors, something like I am dumbfounded at how this happened. You know what? They saying this is a family-owned jewelry store. I'm saying there's a disgruntled member of the family who's out there giving up this information, cutting things off, helping these guys out.
Million?
Yeah, about maybe more or less. So
God doesn't want to show his face.
20 years for my father to accumulate all that, and
he's
overnight,
embarrassed.
all taken. So
Like watches, rings, or what do you think?
mostly just gold, you know, chains. Like we specialize in gold, so chains and bracelets, and especially with gold today's at its all-time high.
Straight up.
It's a bad hit. I was even telling them, let's get out of the business.
Now live, they may do just that. He and his family get out of the business.
Might
He's
not have no
showing his
choice.
face. He's worried about his own security until they make some arrest.
Security
here.
didn't have any
As sad
security.
as this is the family-owned business, 20-some years to accumulate all
It's
of
a
that,
damn
that
shame.
jewelry, the diamonds, and then just like that, it's gone. But no insurance. He said, he was telling me it would cost about $1 million to insure all of that. They couldn't afford that, so it's really a big-time hit, a big-time
Sell
loss.
some of your
But
shit,
they're
have
hoping for some
19
arrest and hoping that they can recover, LAPD can recover some of that loot, Susan, as the investigation wide open this late hour.
Well, fingers crossed on that one, Ed. But how long did it take these thieves to break through and then have to cut into 2 safes?
Well, they were thinking that it was probably about a week, so they get into that vacant building, and they actually were smart enough. They put a lock on the door out front to make it look like it was untouched. They're thinking it was about a week to cut through that big brick wall and then tunnel down
They
inside.
fucking knew.
And then they got in maybe late Saturday night, and they had, I should say late Sunday night, and they had all the way overnight until early this morning to cut through that safe. 2 big safes they got into, and then they crated out all the bags worth of diamonds, a big-time heist.
Amazing. So brazen.
I don't know if amazing is the word I would use, but look, they saying insurance would have cost them too much. How about you just, sell $1 million of that $20 million worth of jewelry and get yourself some insurance for the other $19 million? That just sounds crazy to me. To own a jewelry store with $20 million worth of stuff and say that you just couldn't afford the insurance on it. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. But I want to know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich. This has been your 5-Minute Fix.